taking on ZV. Again, this is a round of 64 matchup, especially for this round, getting a 3-game series. Pretty damn rare, honestly. So definitely quite the treat we have here as far as both of these teams being a pretty evenly matched when you look at it. So okay, as you even see right there on the server message, and again, so although this is the first round, this is still wrapping up here. The second round, as far as teams that are already moving on and whatnot, they should be their game bunch should be showing up in a minute, and they'll have about a half an hour to actually start it. So that's just kind of an update there as far as the next round here in the event to take place.
See it right there, actually banning out the empath already this game too.
Yeah, wow. How about, okay, that's why he made that comment.
Right.
So one of Shamer made that comment. Yeah, he's played the empath the first 2 games, so clearly ZV respecting it a little bit. He's gonna blind ban on it, so.
Yeah, let's see the Cthulhu shadowed, but I don't get excited. I actually I'm gonna say I don't get excited at the thought or the sight of other people playing it. So it's not like something that's a hype. It's just something that's.
'Cause no one can live up to you.
That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just. I just don't get a rush. I don't know what it is. Like if he was to be highlighting, I don't know. Like the first time we saw Scout highlight and actually be picked up, or when we saw Electrician get picked up in the finals, stuff like that. Those are exciting. But
God, you know, as a hero that there was so much talk about her going into the Runic Shift patch and the Bubbles, man. Wow, I just said Bubbles. Pearl, yeah, Bubbles. We never see Bubbles.
I was like, okay, I'm done here.
What game am I watching?
Yeah.
A hero that makes Bubbles and may more appropriately be named Bubbles. I'm just saying. Pearl.
Yeah.
Pearl's a hero that we just never have seen.
Another hero we've seen really taper off in presence, who the last time we saw him was doing phenomenally, was Jeremiah.
Yeah.
It's going to fall off a little bit due to his...
He seems to have his phases. He
does.
Really
he comes out and owns for a little bit and then just...
come back in and disappear. He's definitely one of those style of heroes. Very niche. Very niche hero. Locking phase, wrapping up right here. Ophelia, Tempest, Pebbles, Rally, Scout, and Deadwood are the locks coming out. So again, a pretty solid lock pool overall. Banning phase now picking up. Moon Queen and Master of Arms so far, the bans that have come here. There's the Magnus on top of that. So we got these 2 games. I mean, the first game, BxF, pretty solid victory in the first game. The second game, they had a decent lead, but I think it was upwards of even around 10,000 gold lead, honestly, earlier on in that game.
Yeah, I remember at least 7,000. Maybe you hit 10,000 at one point, too.
Let's get in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And then just like that, ZV win a couple fights, some missteps and here and there, and before you know it, Wild Soul and Moon Queen are doing their thing, and eventually helping lead their team to victory. So, again, forcing this third and final game here. So, and there was talk also about some of the players needing to leave here shortly for whatever reason. So, I kind of wonder about that too. If I forget exactly which team said that, or if that is even the case anymore. Maybe that was more of kind of an excuse.
What's that?
As far as needing to leave here in the near future, or needing to go do something else.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just only for the game.
But maybe it was just for that. They just didn't want to pause, frankly. But that could also tend to mean a little bit more of an aggressive lineup too, more of a fast pace. So kind of wonder about that, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out here. Finishing it off, Monkey King is the final ban. So we did get to see the Ultimate Monkey King avatar last game, and that was fun at least. But no Monkey King this game, says Master Chief. Yeah, speaking of Jeremiah, how about that? It's diffuse, right-clicking it.
Yeah, it's actually interesting to see him picked up here, potentially. After we're just talking about he goes through phases. Engineer picked up right away, though, and a little bit less synergy going on with the Jeremiah there. If they had to ultimately pick it up, it's
good against Jeremiah.
Yeah,
yeah, that's for sure. With that purge effect of his.
He's throwing a solo, too. Jeremiah.
Oh, Jeremiah? Yeah, of course. Yeah, seems like if and when he gets picked up, it would be more of that solo role. You prefer to see him as get the early ring of sorcery, get him some decent levels.
Lunar Predator. So, not that they'll pick it up, but once again, you're looking at Jerry. You're looking at primary physical damage dealing carry.
We're really going on a side.
Well, they highlighted. They've been highlighting a number of heroes, so it's something they probably were thinking about. That's all.
Sure, yeah, but
Say if they were to have drafted it. Kronos being highlighted here. I don't know if that's...
yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
That would
definitely.
be a different style of carry, but yeah, definitely one with
no
potential.
Speculation there. Bubble's still on the board, however, in terms of heroes you could expect to see. Let's take a look at what else is there. Magnus is banned out. Rally is part of the lock pool. Master Arms not available. You could Moon Queen banned out. Artillery's on the board, but didn't have the best record with him during DreamHack. You look at Soundwraith, he's still available. That's a potential carry option. There's our Tundras. Now a lot of teams run him right now on the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually true. He's one that's seems like he's either blind banned or not picked up at all. It's one of the two.
So right now they're going to be basically getting the Ophelia or the Tempest plus the Pebbles of the Deadwood. Or well, there's the Rally. The Pebbles Deadwood or Rally. You're loving it. You're loving it,
man.
I'm loving it too, man. We just got to see
how. Not only do we see Jerizaiah, we just happen to randomly be talking about him, and sure enough, he's picked up. But
yeah,
then
before he was even shadowed, we brought him up.
Yeah, it's just like how funny coincidence is that? What's that? Oh, we're psychic. Yes, that's. I knew you were going to say that. So.
However, besides that, I mentioned they were going to either be picking up the Jerizaiah, or the Ophelia or the Tempest from there. They have the Ophelia, but going for the Tempest instead. They got all the protective power they need. The Jerizaiah to counter this. See, it's interesting. The ultimate Jerizaiah counters the presence of Predator.
Yeah.
And then the
charm, of course, is always very useful.
Yeah, for a Berserker, a hero like Berserker, who,
well, exactly.
His goal is to go pretty much full.
We saw him at DreamHack. Pee-wee played him. I made the point.
Got the Elder, didn't have the Shrunken.
Exactly. I mean, it was like, it seems it's happened before. It happened again there. They do not go Shrunken for some reason. In this case, you have a Jerizaiah, so it almost says a little bit more. Okay, maybe you don't need a Shrunken in this case, but at the same time, it's still I can still feel it being a very powerful pickup. But
now, Soul's Blessing in the past gave like a huge amount of armor.
Oh, that was the original, yeah.
Well,
when it first got
doesn't it still do that in terms of how it provides that physical immunity? Isn't it just like an immense amount of armor essentially?
No, it's just straight up immunity now. I know that. I believe that was changed a while back.
Okay, so something like Lodestone, which provides 100% armor and magic armor pierce, though.
Oh no, yeah, no. That would not remove Soul's Blessing. If that's where you're getting at?
No, if you're able to damage through it, I suppose. But
yeah. It would be interesting though, but yeah, that was in the past. Yeah, that's how the mechanic of it worked. I believe was the mass armor, but nope, not anymore.
Yeah.
At least I'm fairly certain on that. Now that we are talking about it, maybe I don't want to be so certain because maybe I am wrong, but I could have sworn that was changed a long time ago. But yeah, Berserker. Again, I'm definitely excited to see him here playing by Jazz Fan. It looks like. He's the one that played the Monkey King last game for Black Fade, so it's going to be fun to see what he brings to the table. Obviously, a hero that has all. I'll still keep saying it. I mean, and even when it, can we see Tempest Adams? Oh, that's kind of funny. He has a Ring of Teacher and a Guardian Ring. Oh God, that's what everyone goes, right? Because that's possible.
Yeah, okay, so Soul's Blessing just scales all physical damage to 0, but you look at Rhapsody's ultimate, that actually gives you 1,000 armor still.
Oh, really?
And yeah. So it actually does counter Rhapsody's ultimate, but for Jerizaiah, probably not, because it does scale all physical damage to 0.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's that.
That's kind of weird how that's still like the Rhapsody. No, it's weird.
And actually, they may have fixed that. I'm not even.
Yeah, how old is that?
I think
post?
that was an old post. I think Rhapsody actually got changed to where it is no longer the armor, like earlier in the year, basically, maybe like 6 months ago. So yeah. Anyway, now that that's solved, updated info. Yeah, Rhapsody's probably making immune, and Lodestone no longer an issue. So yeah, that would have been absolutely broken here in this game.
Yeah, so while you were figuring that out, they brought up this whole point. Tempest has a Ring of Teacher and a Guardian Ring on him. I'm fairly certain that's just because of the pause screen. So once the pause goes away, the Ring of Teacher or Guardian Ring will disappear.
Yeah, you couldn't afford that gold unless he's duping.
Yeah, well, yeah, unless he's duping, unless he's bringing Diablo into this game somehow. Yeah. So we'll have to take a look. Did you get that on replay? Did we have that to look back at? We have the instant
there's been
replay
duping bugs in the past, man, here.
Of him buying the item and then duping.
Yeah. We get a tournament admin on site here to
Report this duping issue. God, the scout. I know. It's the scout is back.
Oh, really, dude? Like,
It's the scout. The skin, man. Why is Darth Vader in our game?
oh, it's like you're on Skype with someone that just keeps breathing really, really.
So
you're like,
much.
oh no.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. See, as I figured, it was just the pause screen. So.
Pauses of New Earth now resuming.
Yep. All right, into the game we go. But again, so going back to Berserker, you know, I'm still looking at this team. There's still a lot of potential for lockdown, for slowing. I still think it's safe to say getting a Shrunken Head could be very, very valuable here, even with the Jeriziah. Still,
You love your Shrunken Head.
Well, especially on Berserker.
Yeah,
it seems like it's the one that they kind of seem.
So you could make a case, if so, for this game too, where an Elder Parasite, especially since they don't have something like a quick Nullifier Blade on this team or an Engineer that can purge it off. You can make a case like Elder Parasite in this game really does allow him to put out a crazy amount of damage.
No, get both. Get Elder Parasite first.
Oh, and then just still,
I'm saying,
you say
yeah,
Shrunken Head because even after Elder, even or before, it gives you that window of the fight where then once like maybe you get a couple kills that you're Shrunken on, then you activate the Elder after it fades.
Exactly.
Or maybe you use the Elder early on while you protect Charm. And then
Lodestone might be in a little trouble. He's going to be immobilized right there. Rocket Drill going to come out though, of course. And Angry Diva will be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we saw instances of that. In fact, it was the most memorable one where Pee Wee was pushing into the middle lane with VDT, the Berserker game, and it seemed like they had a great chance right there. And he continued fighting, but with the Elder Parasite down,
he's
was on cooldown. His ultimate was on
even was
cooldown,
putting out a little bit of extra damage with that Shrunken, it looked like he could maybe won that fight.
Yeah, so it's using it in that downtime of those offensive cooldowns. It's more so.
Yeah,
seems like it's great for that. But okay, we'll see. We'll see what Jazz fan and if we end up getting to that
I can't say
point.
I've seen anyone actually attempt to pick up both. Except for really rare circumstances since the change.
But at the same time, again, you could argue, since especially you have a Jeriziah, that can also fix that problem of, well, you could just now have a Protective Charm while you have the other Parasite on, as well as your ultimate activated, so it would be better. Speaking of Jeriziah, he's in the middle lane. Look at the damage right off the bat. Holy crap. Jeriziah nearly dying. He's going to eat a tree right there, and I mean, he needs to be careful, though, honestly. He does have a heal bomb. It's only level 1. If he gets a power throw here and maybe gets hit by some stalagmites,
extremely
he's
early
dead,
pressure coming out there, and that's... Oh, once again, he honestly needs a health potion in a case like this. He doesn't have the life to recover from it right now, and the wave's going to be going to his tower, but... Somebody needs to give him a health potion really, really quickly here.
Yeah, you were talking about putting him in that solo role. Of course, he was solo mid here.
Yeah.
Go Tempest.
They're not really applying any more pressure here, though. They're just letting it go. So.
Obviously, now with the charm, that's going to help too.
Yeah, so they can get his stalagmites off into a. Maybe just waiting for the level 2 before he casts any spells, because then he'll have almost enough for repeat. Just a little bit of downtime there. Also looking at the Aluna. No, I was going to say maybe if she had a Mana Potion, he could use the stun right now and then get top right off and keep that pressure up on him. But either way, she's doing a great job of keeping him low. Yeah.
So, I mean, we do look at the lane setups as a whole. Obviously, Berserker being partnered by Engineer down here at the bottom lane. Going up against her solo Lodestone. You see Engineer kind of roaming around a little bit. He's going to look for the 2-minute rune, perhaps even stack a camp right here.
A little bit of a...
later on.
Yeah, he is. A little bit of a different approach there, too, that the Berserker's taken this game.
What's that?
He's actually going for his...
Oh, his build, yeah.
Yeah, the different build where he's actually aiming for his... the Mark of Death, basically, instead of the Strength Sap.
Yeah. I wonder about that.
When we last saw Berserker, actually a couple last times when I saw Lions playing him and when we saw Pee Wee playing him, they opted to go Strength Sap early and just combined with that Helm just be ridiculously tanky early force. This screams of more early aggression, which when you look at the Jeriziah, it makes sense.
Exactly. Well, Strength Sap, it also applies, it also helps your farming a little bit too. With waves and whatnot. So, but yeah, I think you're right on the nail of this. This is more of the aggressive nature kind of build, and when you have a Jeriziah, then it definitely makes sense. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Protector Charm on Engineer right there. Kegstun comes out, Pebbles gets hit by it, but by no means is there going to be a return kill by BxF. Not a threatening lineup, and in fact, Jeriziah, oh, actually, Pebbles the one that needs to be careful. The heal bomb doing the counter, the turnaround, as it always does, and nearly gets the counter kill out of Pebbles, so this is
trying to use the turret there to break the health potion. It's not quite in reach, so Shamer. Or Shamer, I think, good coming out there. Predator versus Scout in the top lane. Usually see the Predator outfarm the scout quite a bit as long as he applies a lot of early aggression. Sometimes you even see. Oh,
wow.
my God.
Big combo in the middle lane. Watch it the whole way. Engineer also going to take some damage. Luna tanking the tower that whole time. That was a little silly. Went a little bit too far right there after the initial Jerizaiah kill, but they still have the Bloodlust skill to work off of, and they got the primary farmer in Jerizaiah.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
so.
Whereas Pebbles is still just fine. And restore Luna's mana.
Yeah, that was just, again, a case of Jerizaiah could live and laugh on the edge somewhat. Didn't really have regen on him. I believe he's out of mana at the time. And he was just about half life. Stalagmite's connected. Power throw, follow up from Luna, and then the auto attack to finish him off. So,
Yeah, in this matchup, I'd like to see Pride just be pretty aggressive on the scout and keep playing those autos whenever possible. And in cases like that, we've seen Pride outfarm the scout. Not massively by any means, but still, handedly enough.
bottom lane, you got the 4-minute rune, refreshment rune down here. Luna is going to bottle that up. Take some pressure from Engineer. In fact, going to apply some himself back. And actually, it's going to be battle the main supports right here. This could be close, actually. Okay, dodges the keg stun. And now Engineer's the one that needs to be in trouble. Power throw up in 2 seconds. In comes a hasted Ophelia actually running in.
No, what are you doing?
Oh, it misses. It might not matter in the end.
Oh, it's oh, really?
Creeps. Okay, Valiant will get the kill right there.
Still, he had all the time in the world to shape that one up, Breaky.
That was
with the hasted Ophelia coming out.
Be a little more patient, perhaps.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
It did not. So still pays off in the end. Ophelia has that Catman champion with her now. So good job by Valiant. Speaking of him,
a couple kills picked up, but still behind on experience here. Tempest paving the way, and
yeah,
as he often does in jungle farm.
Seems like Valiant's a solid job. I mean, you made the mention in the first game that he comes from having a very heavy Tempest background in the TMM scene, but obviously you think that he's just great in the jungle in general because of that. And it's all 3 games. He played Legion in the first game, Wild till last game, and now Ophelia this game. So
yeah, pretty decent.
Knows what
showing
he's doing
all games. So yeah, I agree.
It's not a good time. Middle lane, Jerizaiah, look at him. He's just running up to these guys with those boots of his. In comes the turret. Oh, Luna's in trouble. Nice combination right there. And Pebbles, actually, he's not going to use any mana in the meantime. He's going to try to fall back, but actually some decent hero blocking from Jerizaiah. Master Chief, though, will be
he was
fine.
apparently pretty confident that they couldn't burst him down there. I mean, 720 health with the Engineer to maybe interrupt the combo. They're just like, screw it. So he literally just walked right up on that Luna.
Yeah.
They couldn't really do much of anything.
Oh, the Kegstone will connect the heal bomb on Tessa will kill him. The Luna stun at the last second, not in time. If that stun hit just a half second earlier, maybe a getaway chance. But still, a dead Pebbles. Luna not going for the bottom rune. This could be risky. This is going to be Invis rune, though. And actually, despite the stun, she will be fine there. So good rune on her part. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Berserker goes down. Low, so no Shatterstorm even used. That was just the Rocket Drill and the Head Smash combo.
Wow. And consider the fact that oh,
look
no.
what he's going for, too.
Oh, no, that's why.
Yeah, I was actually going to make mention of that.
Free farm early on and just
don't like
for
that.
the Alchemist Bones.
He's not a hero. That seems like a...
Well, it's like a hero like Pride. You can go it if you get that early enough farm, but...
Bulking up, though, just makes so much sense on him. Oh, middle lane in the meantime. Engineer going to fall, too.
Yeah, and on top of the fact that he wasn't necessarily having uncontested free farm, he was in that 1v1 situation still. He wasn't having that Engineer box out load zone anymore.
That's true.
So in a case like that, why would you do that? You were having such a nice early, momentum going, get those steam boots and apply that earlier pressure.
Yeah, you kind of wonder about that actually. Now the more and more thinking about it, how Engineer did rotate to the middle lane. You're right, and it has set up some kills for them, sure, but.
Well, no, it's been great. Honestly, it's been phenomenal. They've been crushing the mid lane since. The problem is, like, you're looking at. You sort of want Berserker to get really, really active with this Jerizaiah earlier on, right, with that protective charm and seeing Berserker really take off, maybe that quicker Elder plus Steam Boots or something like that, and just really go to town. But Ghosts, but yeah, just.
No, I agree with you. I saw that actually earlier on, and the death obviously didn't help his case, unfortunately. So the double gloves of the Swift again, it could still change it into Steam Boots now and. Maybe just sell the gloves of the Swift, maybe go something else here, but because you're not 100% fully committed to it by any means. But it seems like he is going to be sticking that route at the same time. Scout in the meantime doing a lot of damage to Predator. He does have a marksman shot actually. Oh, the Ophelia's touch is going to come out. He's going to put in some more auto attacks here. Looks like he's going to use that Vanish. Yes, he will. But Ophelia coming in with the minions. He's going to choose to not use that marksman shot. Obviously with the Stone Hide. probably the better choice there. But Jeremiah now in the meantime going to chase Ophelia, and Ophelia's in trouble. Catman Champion Nuke slowing him down a little bit. The Keck's on hit. The Vulture Lord Tornado comes out, slowing him down even more. Now Pebbles starts the party. Oh, but he misses the Stalagmites. The Energy Field, a pretty decent placement, slowing Pebbles down a little bit. But no one's going to die in the end, other than, guess who? Berserker at the bottom lane. He's dead. He is 3 levels lower now than Lodestone. Talk about it. Just
I mean, you can. Lodestone's really. He's a strong hero, sure, but you can only place the blame on Berserker for that, man. He was given that room earlier on. He could have went a different item route. Opted to go for the Alchemist Bones, and he is completely destroying his team's early game right now. They're really relying on Berserker of all things to take off with that Jeremiah to make this lineup work.
Yeah. I mean, Scout is having a pretty solid game right here. As far as his farm goes, 255 for a Suicide Scout against that Solo Predator, not bad, especially with Ophelia in that jungle. Jeremiah in the meantime in the middle lane, stun coming out from Luna, can't get the heals off, just gets the charm up, but by that time it doesn't matter, and he falls right there. We do have a vote to pause coming out here from Black Fade.
Yeah, the blessing instead of the charm, you almost got to figure at that point might have been better since the spells were already pretty much used up, but.
And we do see once again, unfortunately, it's almost as if I cursed him there, but talking about Scout and the success at least he's having, yeah, well, he just DC'd right there, so once again going to be DC'd. And this is the case, obviously, if we'll give it here a couple minutes, but if it does seem like it's going to keep up, then we may just look to move on here. As
well, you don't want to keep you guys in pause, is it?
Of course, of course. The next round is probably, and should be actually starting to get kicked off into lobbies, I'm sure, up and everything, so.
Gonna start looking around while we're actually sitting around here.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that, but for now, we'll give him just a little bit of a chance here. What's that? Oh, okay. A lot of stuff happened. Yeah. I mean, sure, you know what? Let's. Oh no, he's reconnecting here. Actually, let's actually just go back to this. So, okay, so he's reconnected here, so it looks like we didn't have to wait too long. So hopefully they give the go-ahead here to move on here in this game. But yeah, again, Alchemist Bones in general, it can always be a solid choice if you're looking to farm. But yeah, it's just there's so many mixed emotions with. Not only is he just an aggressive nature hero in general, he's bulking up is nice for him, but just especially this game, it seemed like
if he was able to keep winning his lane while getting it, yes.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, then okay, you can maybe make a case.
But that's the thing, going the Alchemist Bones in a sense risks you of that.
Yeah, and given the fact that he was in a 1v1 where he wasn't necessarily dominating his matchup, it wasn't something that you should do.
And then you have Predator in the meantime. He actually, guess what? He might be going for Alchemist Bones himself. He has Steam Boots plus that gloves.
Well, that does lead into Elder as well.
Oh, true, yeah.
So
that's actually a good point.
You actually can't get a clear read on his build just yet.
That's, I don't know why. I just assumed that. That is true. That's probably more of what we're likely going to see the Elder Parasite, actually. Okay, looks like they are good to go. And resume here now. But yeah, so speaking of Predator, though, 300 gold saved up on him, or 300 gold from Mina, I should say. Coming along very nicely. And then there's always Pebbles to worry about. Master Chief in the middle lane. It's been definitely back and forth middle lane somewhat, but he is 3-1 himself. And look at who's joined the party. Lodestone's actually joined them here in the middle lane. He's going to wait for an opportunity here, but I don't know if they're going to get it necessarily. Let's see our Legion side. How about this Tempest here? Mangefest? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
He's having
farming
a good time,
really well. I mean, he hasn't really been contested at all.
Yeah.
As the scout on his team, so something that he has to worry about.
Yeah, we definitely can't forget about that. So that's definitely a very bright shining star here.
I'm curious if he's actually just rushing the portal key here. He's already saved up to 1,700 gold. One of the things you might be able to make a better case for it is the fact that he has that Tempest Jeremiah on his team. Once again, the Protective Charm on top of the Elemental Void. Only thing you can cancel it here is a Skeleton King, but I normally don't like to see that rush portal key.
Yeah.
Usually seems a little bit too all-in for my taste.
Yeah, you know, Astrolabe is definitely a good option. I mean, hell, he doesn't have boots yet. Obviously, boots is always a good option, too.
It's usual to see Tempest that hasn't actually been able to be a part of a gank yet, too, at Tempest. So the mid lane pretty much set up their own kills.
No gank, no push. Why does I say that? It looks like he is coming to the bottom lane now. To help push, at least, with Berserker and Engineer. who are currently pushing back this bottom lane. But as you saw right there and heard, and we got the Hellborn side ZV. They're going to continue pushing the secondary tower now. They're gonna take out the secondary tower themselves if BxF isn't careful. They do get the middle tower though, and the bottom tower also may fall. So not ideal exchange still, but
this tower's falling all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, look at this though. Ahisha Pebbles, he poured it in. He's trying to find somebody. Jeremiah might not be your best bet. He's going to go for it. He puts the auto attack. So silence coming out right after the stalagmites, actually. Oh. Again, I don't know if it would have been enough for a kill by any means, but still good timing right there. What the? Did I just see that?
See what?
Slayer just popped up on my screen for Berserker. Doesn't even make sense. We wouldn't even remotely have to go with
Slayer
that.
did?
Yeah, I don't know. If that must have been some kind of bug. But it was Alchemist Bones that he does finish right there. And now he's working on Steam Boots, it looks like, so. I don't know why that was weird. Anyways, health. He has at least he has the Alchemist Bones now, but here we are, just approaching 12 minutes in. And meanwhile, another tower is going to fall right here. It looks like.
Yeah, they're just pretty much both fighting each other and ganking the towers right now.
Mm-hmm. Tempest. What did Tempest go, by the way? That's what it was. Okay. Oh, don't tell me. Are they doing that?
Are they
doing the? Wait. Is it on the courier? It's on the courier. So did he actually fully buy it?
I actually think. Yeah, no, it's right. So they actually, yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, what I'm referring to is.
Yeah.
They're gonna go
no.
here.
That is going to be hilarious, but that also takes away from why the hell did he go Alchemist Bones?
That's exactly. It's like, wait a second. That's even more reason not to go Alchemist Bones.
You have someone.
Someone you're gonna
get gold.
Obviously, okay. Let's just clarify what we're saying first off. Okay, so Tempest apparently is gonna be buying a Doombringer here, and then die and give it to Berserker is what makes sense. Maybe it will be Scout at this rate, honestly. With the way this game's going, perhaps I don't know. But in the meantime, speaking of Tempest, he's gonna go down right there. Predator able to jump on him. He actually finished in Sanitarius, so not even going the other Parasite. Sanitarius also great, of course. Jumps on Engineer, gets him killed. Double tap coming out. This seems like it's already falling apart for BxF here. They're trying to have fun with it, but
yeah,
I don't know if they're going to get to that point, unfortunately.
Well, let's see if they get it in a reasonable time, and if the Berserker didn't get dominated on bottom, it might have worked.
It could have actually worked, yeah.
Oh!
It might actually get no, not anymore.
No.
And now they're on the run.
Actually, pretty much clear out of there. Or does he? They don't have any mana themselves. Looking at Ring Sorcerer. There you go.
That's a good scout. And Jeremiah's like, I'm here, don't worry. Oh, wait, you're dead.
Are they just...
This is a pain train, man. They're just all clumped up here and trying to find
I'm just a little bit confused. They've got to be laughing and having fun with this. Maybe they're on a little bit of a timer, too.
I'm sure. There we go.
Trying to
Diffuse falls.
Close it out.
I mean, the goal per minute chart, again, Tempest still is up there.
Yeah, it's not that base at 380.
Recovered quite a bit.
Yeah.
He is doing fairly decent.
Predator has been fine without any attempted pull towards him, so.
Yeah. Alright, so there's the Beast Heart on Berserker at least, so he's bulking up. But again, so the idea is that you get the Doombringer on Tempest, you have him die, you give the Doombringer to Berserker, and, you know...
It looks like he's building up for an Elder right here, so...
Yeah. So that is... He's already about the Slayer. I mean, you are committed to this at this point, basically. There's no way you buy a Slayer, then later on, like, I'll just sell this. And not
How upset would you be if he bought a Savage Mace and just held it? Red Boot Savage Mace.
Tempest going the Savage Mace build.
Yeah.
I would laugh. It would be funny.
Yeah.
If I was on his team and, you know, this is a big tournament, then obviously a completely different story. But, you know, again, this is a fun event.
It's all about winning.
It is about winning for a lot of people.
No, honestly, when you're in the perspective of the team still, especially for some events like this, it's nice to sort of entertain the crowd a bit, too. They know they're being casted. It's like, let's do something fun for everybody.
Yeah, that's very likely the attitude going in. I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
Again, now it's can they get to that moment? Obviously, at this point, you need a lot of gold still. if you're Tempest here. You need 3,400 for that sort of the high.
Yeah, so not that much more though. It is Tempest. He farms pretty quick.
2,000.
2,000. So a lot can happen in that time period though.
Oh, Brutalizer being built by Scout here, by the way. Just got his quick blade on top of the mighty blade. We got the push over the Hellborn team. While they're trying to build that Doombringer on the Legion side, the Hellborn side, they're feeling pretty good. Again, Predator, he's bulked up very nicely. Low stone with his own portal key, just like Pebbles. So plenty of initiation to work with, and they are easily going to get that tower killed. I don't know if we're going to try to break into the base just yet. Yeah, probably be a little early here.
Yeah, after he gets it, he still needs to suicide it.
Yeah. So you need to send him to the Ancients or something to get him killed. And hope that ZV doesn't catch that. And that's why he doesn't have it on himself. I mean, you may be asking, like, well, why doesn't he just put it on himself at least to farm with it? You know, the whole point is you want it to be a secret, because last thing you want is for them to, again, know, and then all of a sudden they kill you while you're trying to suicide yourself, and they take the Doombringer. That's not what you want. I think it's safe to say.
Brother, Elder.
Jeez.
Parasite plus Insanitary is completed. And it is a very powerful combo, but once again, going up against Jeremiah, a little bit less effective. One button counter to you, so.
Is there any nullifier option here on the Hellborn side with that said? I mean, there is no real ideal candidate.
I mean, you can pick it up on anything. Like Lodestone can pick it up.
Of course, yeah.
Can pick it up. It is.
Oh,
awesome.
they are going to find a jumper here, but there's a protective charm. Tempest has the charm on him. He's going to survive a lot of that damage. There comes a rocket drone, not going to stun though. The run is still happening. Pebble still chasing. Power throw going through. But it looks like they're going to be fine, or will they? Portal key Pebbles. Oh, he dodges that turret right there, but it's not going to matter. He is not going to pursue. So the jump coming up from the Hellborn team is unsuccessful there. They tried to find an opportunity.
Happen. Tempest. God, the last bit of gold just always seems so long. All of a sudden, he had just an incredible amount of resources. He was building up for that quick Doombringer, and all of a sudden, it's just
yeah. Scary stuff. There's the bottom tower going down. Predator, how much? 1,100 more gold already saved up. There's a Soul's Bulwark on Pebbles, by the way, and you got to think Kongor could be an ideal option here in the near future for a ZV. They're heading that direction. There's a Ward of Sight here placed by Shammer. So Black Fade would have plenty of information, but then there's the question of could they stop it? Well, here we go. Yeah, we're going to go into the Kongor pit, so again, BxF knows. They got a solid team for team fighting, that's for sure, but they have that jump chance. Icebrand just finished on Jeremiah, by the way. Going to both bulk himself up as well as give him a little bit of a combat presence.
Let's see Tempest sneak into the enemy hard camp too by the top lane. Just try to get whatever farm he can here. He's getting pretty desperate, man, to reach that mark.
It's going to be a free kill.
Yeah, they can't fight. Not when they're doing build up like this. That's
yeah, that's true. Would be kind of silly. All right, so you see Steam staff picked up by Berserker, so probably an Insanitarius of his own.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to be coming here, but and again, his goal per minute, it's impressive, especially with the start that he had. It did recover very nicely in the Alchemist Bones. In a sense, it's paying off, sure, but I don't think anyone really doubted that it could eventually pay off. But
you have to look at it paying off versus the cost to your team, though. In a game like this, once again, he lost the laning phase because he went for Alchbone. So if that didn't happen, you can make a different case for it, but can't ignore that fact.
So
bottom push resumes.
ZV, yeah, and it's also getting to a point, too, if you're ZV, you've seen this Tempest. You see that he still has nothing on him outside of Ring of Sorcery boots and a Ring of Teacher. I mean, again, they don't have all the information that we have.
Right, they may not know how much he's farming, but
yeah.
I doubt the first thing they're thinking is, oh, he's going to be pulling a Doombringer
True.
here.
I mean, they doubt that, too.
That's it's pretty crafty.
Yeah. Not seen often. That is for sure. Scout trying to find an opening here. He still doesn't have that Brutalizer, but he can still be an annoying presence. He's only level 9 with that said, too. Definitely Hellborn team. It's not an immense level out-leveling. 2,400 experience lead, but 6,400 gold lead. Obviously, that's pretty solid, especially for this silly. Here we go. Losa going to be looking to jump in right here. The Shatter summoning multiple heroes right there. Protective Charm on himself, but Tempest being locked on. Soul's Blessing not nearly in time. and Tempest falls, but look at Berserker. Carnage activated. The numbers are coming out. Will it be enough for any kills? Ophelia healing touch. She will eventually go down. Lowstone now dropping in the background, as well as Pebbles. A dive is not going to be successful for the Hellborn team. Predator will go down, be locked down by the Elemental Void right there. So obviously Tempest buying back, but now Predator coming back up. Will he fall back? He's going for the fallback. He knows he's in a horrible spot, and I believe ZV
escape, or is
may
there?
have just thrown themselves in a...
Oh!
He gets away the last
Are you
second.
kidding me?
Oh, he had to have like 5 life right there. Oh, jeez. So the genocide not complete, but still, the dive, really, really poor decision by ZV right there.
See, if Scout had better micro, he would have bought that Brutalizer mid-fight, shipped it out to him, had it in time for it, and then stunned it. Yep.
It would have been perfect.
Then he would have activated his Brutalizer.
I would have done that.
He would have microed his Brutalizer to make that stun happen.
I would not have done that.
Yeah.
No, but wow. I mean, again, that was big time ZV completely overstepping their boundaries. But hey, if you're BxF, you're like, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're like, okay,
we will take that.
Dive in against the Jeremiah. We'll take that. Yeah, we're gonna go down that road.
And guess what we have coming?
I have no idea what's coming. I mean,
That's so true. That's true. We have no clue yet. We actually have no clue. There's just a Tempest with 2,500 gold. He bought a Slayer earlier.
He's
on.
about to finish the Savage Mace. That would have given him the extra damage in order to finish off the guy.
That would have stunned Predator.
Hell, if he was holding, if he was holding, Predator lived with barely any health. Maybe he was just auto attacking with that.
Just killed him
that Slayer, he would have killed him.
Yeah, that's true.
So, the element of surprise, though.
The Savage Mace is coming. Tempest here. Yeah, ZV, maybe hopefully for their sake, learning a lesson there.
I kept
not wanting to dive in too far next time.
Yeah, well, we're going to be seeing Sanitarius on Big Bad Zerk here soon, on top of, once again, that's going to be an insane damage boost from the previous fight. Like, he's literally going to go absolutely wild.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting for 112 right here. Just take a look.
Sanitarius up on that. And again, the Protector Charm. Now, 400. Speaking of the Charm, and actually, I believe we do have that fight here. Let's actually take a quick look back at that. Well, again, we have some dead time, but Jeremiah charmed himself, which I've always a little bit like, not sure about that. You see Tempest, he got jumped on. He falls. Soul's Blessing just not in time. So there it's like, okay, fall back if you're the Hellborn team. They keep going. Tempest buys back immediately. And you see the Carnage activated, and Berserker doing his work, and then eventually Tempest gets that ultimate off on Predator here.
Yeah, the zero actually hurts a lot.
There you go, yep, and look at the lockdown, just easily sets up the kill. Now as far as the kill after the token, obviously we know the story. Here's it. What life did he have? Oh, 4 life! He literally went to 4 life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that. 4 life.
That's true.
I love it.
So, yeah. Predator barely getting out of there, and meanwhile, the Doombringer
is completed. Here we go. Okay, so now how are they going to do this is the question. Now, how do I kill myself here?
I have Buddy Chat activated, but one of the players on their team said, watch Huntcast now. So, we're all expecting big things, guys. You let us down, and
there we go.
Going to be going down the walk of shame.
Okay, don't kill him. Yeah, one auto attack. Brings it down a 3/4 life. Okay, so here we go. He's gonna. Like you see, I love this. They're all just protecting him. They're just protecting the Tempest here. They're protecting him from.
They need a Blood Hunter to deny him right now,
but he is. Okay, so is it gonna be Scout? Are they giving it to Scout here? Because Jeremiah, right? Okay, well,
the Holy Crusader Jeremiah.
There he is. Wonder what's going on.
Wait, where's Berserker?
Doombringer.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I was like...
Yeah, he was farming the bottom lane in the meantime. Okay, Berserker has a Doombringer now, and they find Predator! This is perfect timing! There goes Immobilized! Here comes the Carnage, and look at the red numbers! Oh, they completely catch him off guard! The numbers are just so immense! Soul's Blessing on top of that! Double tap Berserker! Make that a freaking hat-trick! He wants a quad kill, damn it! The mark for death is up! There's the quad kill! Is it going to be the Annihilation? Lowstone's on the road! He's still going! The Annihilation is successful! The Doombringer, the Yellowbringer! The Annihilation! Couldn't have been any better.
Yes, I'm so glad we casted this game 3 now. I was like watching the game, and I'm like, okay, he's going Alchemist Bones.
What is he doing?
A little bit of a suffering. What is he doing with his life? All of a sudden, holy crap.
Oh my god.
That could not have ended any better. That could not have ended any better.
It's not over. It's not over.
I didn't mean the game.
Okay.
I just meant that circumstance. The fact that he got the Doombringer in the first place, that's funny.
I take it we have that right. It's before we.
They caught the Pred out of position.
Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick.
Okay,
we gotta see that once again.
But it's holy crap.
The fact that they got Predator out of position right off the bat.
And then got the annihilation, man.
I mean, look at the numbers just popping out. 600 basically coming out for Berserker. I mean, Predator. That's a freaking farmed Predator just dropping. Pebbles is like, oh, don't worry, I got this.
Look what he has already. He almost has a Behemoth's Heart.
Never mind. Who's that? Oh yeah, Berserker.
Are you kidding me?
Just look
if
at the damage coming out.
100% over.
A freaking annihilation to finish things off. His teammates, Tempest, obviously dead. They don't care. Yeah, by the time ZV realized, I mean, it's obviously way too late.
Yeah, there's.
I kind of wonder when they did realize. Like, the death happened on Tempest. They probably figured, okay, you know, he just died in the neutrals, whatever, and it happens.
Oh, yeah, I know. So going back to present time now.
Yeah.
Got the Annihilation, has 4,000 gold on top of the Beast Heart, on top of the Insantaris, on top of the Elder Parasite. Behemoth's Heart, what are they going to do? We saw how tanky a Behemoth's Heart Berserker can be in that matchup during DreamHack when PB was playing that Berserker and made big things happen even when their team was down, so.
Yeah. This is, if BxF loses this now, it's just like.
Why isn't he going to farm?
I can't see this happening.
Okay, he's going top and saying the neutral camp would have given it to him. I just want to see that Behemoth's Heart.
Yeah, he's gonna have a crazy man, and then with the Jerazai on top, exactly. That's where the flavor, man. I mean,
and then the token.
The fact that you have a Jerazai on top.
They don't have a token yet, but ultimately
could very likely get it, of course. Yeah. So the dive at the base. I mean, that's even to come back and bite the ZV in the ass a little harder, man. I mean. They could have put themselves in a pretty good spot going into that point, but they dove completely. Obviously, at that point, you know, they probably figure, okay, we're still ahead, not a big deal. But little did they know, the Doombringer was brewing. And there's the Behemoth's Heart. 2,900 life.
Keep in mind, once again, a Berserker's damage goes up the more health he has. So it's not only just doing a tanky mess. That is
we're going to see 700-800 numbers right here. And they're going to be popping up constantly because of that Alchemist bones, because of the Mark for Death, because of the Elder Parasite.
Steam boots, yeah, all the attack speed basically is the point we're getting. The Insantarius too. Also,
he has capabilities of 2 and 3 shotting every hero in this game right now. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. Obviously, now when it comes to locking him down with the Carnage up, you can lock him down to an extent, but obviously with the 80% reduction,
they just have to
too much. Ophelia, by the way, is working on Nullfire Blade.
Yeah, and they'll need it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not going for a fight right now. I mean, there is no Nullfire up. If Jerazai repels him, he's just completely able to go ham.
Speaking of Nullfire Blade, Scout actually.
Yes, actually, it's driving me crazy that they're not going for a fight right now. I feel like it's the Legion side.
BxF? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they should just. They have everything they need.
Why wait? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I mean, you have everything you need, but it's like it's a case of okay, we almost maybe got lucky a little bit with what happened right there with that sequence. Now, the last thing we want to do is completely throw this now. After
where's the luck involved in having your ultra tank, you know,
no, I know,
that has
it does seem like you're all right. That's the whole reason why you did this strat, is to kind of make it happen.
Yeah, you don't go full YOLO and then pull it back. If you're going to go full YOLO, commit to it.
You go full YOLO. I can't believe I'm saying that now. I really feel like a bad person. Bad influence. Ooh, Lodestone nearly getting cut out here. He's still making it cut out, actually. Scouts, well, scouting around.
That's another thing, too. They have Scout to make sure they don't get some sort of bullshit initiation onto him and cancel him out. 3 Minotaurs ready to create some lockdown for this Berserker with his level 3 Carnage. And, well, it can take 0 seconds of stun from everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the lockdown not going to be the best, especially with the Charm on top of everything. I mean, I assume at this rate, you know, maybe put a Trauma on Tempest, try to give him better ulti, perhaps. But by the way, speaking of Jerazai, look at the build, the Frozen Light that he's finished.
Yeah, and so many support items. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it seems a little silly, but
going for the Battle Zaya.
When you have a Berserker with a Doombringer and a Scout with a Nullfire,
who were you talking about? Pickups. They look like they're afraid to fight, but they're the ones that have a Tempest. They're the ones that have a, you know, ridiculously farmed Berserker that's capable of conquering the realms from here.
The world of New Earth, yeah.
World of New Earth.
Scout is
at
just
your fingertips. You could be the new winner of this Ultimate Monkey King avatar. Go and claim it, Berserker.
It is yours for the taking, Mr. Jazz fan.
Doesn't want it. He just doesn't want it. He wants to go.
You know what?
Give him a Nullfire Blade.
You know what? I mean,
he's up for the challenge.
Something else.
Get your Shrunken Heads. Get your Nullfire Blade. I'm gonna be chilling back.
Something else to remember, by the way, is you are going up against a Predator, and I know we've talked about in the negative sense with the Jeremiah how the Soul's Blessing completely countered him, whatever. But the Carnivorous is extra good against a hero like Berserker
with the extra health.
Who has maxed out of health, yeah. So that's something else to definitely again keep in mind here. So I need to pause. Wonder if Holy Saints may have DC'd again. Obviously, he's been having some issues here on in this series, but yeah, I mean, like you said, it's definitely glad that we got to cast this game in the end, or chose to cast this game ultimately in game number 3. It's been. Oh, did it just have it on stream? Of course it is. I mean, that's it definitely provided some great entertainment here as far as this cast goes. Again, I'm sure this other match is actually taking on right now for the next round. Let's actually look at that. I know Internet Gangsters.
I saw that, well, Slick's U team playing, and they were just absolutely mopping the floor with their matchup. It wasn't even.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing too. It's like, especially right now, it's we could jump into these
games,
teams that we want to see, but let's be honest, it's probably going to be one-sided.
It was something
matches.
like 23-2 or something. They had a Chipper and a Forsaken Archer that were just going ham.
Yeah, they're in game 2 at the hero selection stage. It looks like for that team. So I was looking at Internet Gangsters. For some reason, it said they were offline. I'm not sure why they didn't show up. I don't think Stay Green is in it. Yeah, Stay Green wasn't in this tournament. Moon's playing with them. Oh, VDT, how are they doing?
Oh, VDT,
the
that's
Vietnamese
right.
Dream Team doing. See if I can get an update on that real quick.
Not really finding any people in game right now.
Let's see Fabelli, but it's not actually updating.
Where's Pee-wee? I don't even see him online. Is he?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he is online. My friends, this is actually bugging out because now he's not in the game anymore. So, oh yeah, they're not in the game anymore. That was just a bug, actually. Let's see anything about stats. Oh, that was a scrim, so no. Yeah, I'm not sure just yet, but anywho. Hey, We Are Spies is playing against Fear.
How is that match going?
Well, it looks like it's pretty back and forth, actually. We Are Spies looks like they have a lead. Rookie's playing the Monkey King.
Yeah.
Got that going for them, but Pandemonium, Warbeast over here, doing some decent things.
Who's what you got?
Oh, Tempest is going to be picked up in the meantime. Back to this game.
Yeah. I'm afraid of the game just lingering on and on. Eventually, the tools they need to deal with to potentially steal this from the Berserker.
Talk about Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah.
To an extent, VC kind of did that already, or ZV, excuse me, but.
Or.
Black Fade.
Yeah, they're not committing. Like, Berserker's not there for it.
They are down Tempest.
This is this huge letdown and rush when you see the crushing
I know, we just had that
into, you know, sort of cowering.
Man, if they can actually manage to get Conquer, yeah, that's not going to happen. You see Scout, again, this is an illusion? No, that's just a regen, actually. That was an illusion for a second. Okay, so he's going around with that Vanish. They knew he was here because of this Rev, but I don't know exactly where now. There is no dust on them or anything, so looks like Holy Saints should be fine for now. He's going to keep giving them some vision, at least, as far as what is ahead. So I guess if you're Berserker, I mean, more gold saved up, 2,300 now. You have a Doombringer. I mean, there's no sense to save it for buyback, is there? So you might as well just keep going all in.
Go Rift Shards or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at. I guess
Rift Shards would be pretty.
You could get rid of the Alchemist Bones and go Rift Shards. Yeah, at this point.
He's ultimately going to probably want a token.
Ooh, speaking of tanking up, Max and the Malphite just picked up on Predator. So he too is going to start bulking up pretty nicely. See, Illusion Berserker now just charging in. Killing it.
Look how much damage he's doing to it. Doesn't even have his Elder activated yet.
No Carnage or Elder. Yeah, that's just straight up just auto attack, right click damage. There we go. He sees that this is a window right here.
No, it's Sanitarius on it. If you're doing the Elder,
I don't know why.
Sanitarius, you're going to heal it all back.
Just go all in. Okay, no, they're not going to go for it. The committee in the background in the meantime. Chevy gets a charm off. The Tempest ultimately going to be canceled immediately. They're shrinking us all over the place. Look at the Carnage from Berserker again, going for Predator, but the Carnivorous keeping it alive. They will kill him. Doombringer's on the what you don't need if you're the Legion team. They're going to chase down Engineer. Scout's trying to get away now. It looks like he might be fine in the end, but they're going to go to finish off Kongor. Scout, there's a Revoid right here. Scout, there's a Revoid. Okay, he's going to be fine for now. He's going to try to steal it. But do they have any... They have a Revoid, right? They can see him, right? Yeah, they can. Scout's going to fall, and Kongor's going to go down. Oh, no. Like I said, man, the game of throws. That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. ZV, all the momentum now themselves. They got a Lodestone with a Token of Life and a Doombringer. He kept it, okay. Obviously he kept it, but
I'm sorry, I have nothing to add right now. I'm actually just
contemplating what actually just happened.
I'm sitting here face palming for them right now. I'm just
yeah, I agree with it. It's like if he went all in, like Berserker should have activated Carnage, activated so just go all in right there on Kongor.
Well, the thing is that Sanitarius wasn't even on, and with the Elder activated, he's going to be healing back all that life with his Doombringer anyway.
Makes sense, yeah.
And he has a Behemoth's Heart, so you can pretty much almost keep your Sanitarius on all the time anyway.
Well, let's do we have that? Yeah, let's actually take a look back at that. Well, again, we are in a little bit of null phase here as far as the Kongor fight that we just had at hand.
Yeah, they could have just had him and Scout on it and just killed it so quickly if they even wanted to. Otherwise, this.
Okay.
What did Jerizai do this fight now?
Jerizai was caught in the energy field area right there, so the Tempest ultimate goes off. It is canceled pretty quickly.
He has his Protective Charm activated. Where's Berserker? He's tearing into him.
Oh, let's go back. Let's go back to the live game actually real quick. There might be a jump here. So before we recap that still, but okay, you look at the background. You got Scout in the background. You got Predator up in the front lines. Again, he's feeling pretty good. Remember, Lodestone's the one with the Doombringer. He also has the token though. There's a jump in from Lodestone. Jerizai, the focus fire, and Jerizai trying to get the Soul's Blessing off, but it doesn't matter. Nullfire Blade comes out shortly after, and he will fall down. He does have buyback. I mean, you might as well do it right away, right? It's you're not going to be winning this fight without your Jerizai, especially.
Yeah.
So, not buying back just yet. Really wants to get them to commit, I guess.
Pretty sure Jerizai had his ulti up there that entire time.
No, he used it.
No, the previous fight.
Oh, the previous fight. Yeah, it could have been very possible. Lodestone jumps in again. Again, he is a brutal force right now. He's going to activate that Shuriken Predator, also leaping in. Tempest still going to be fine. Jerizai, of course, Bob back. Here we go. Scout in the background doing what he can. Where's Berserker? Okay, Berserker's off to the side. Mark for Death is up. Onto Lodestone. He's charging in. He has that Carnage up, putting some good damage in. The Nullfire slowing him down, though, going back and forth, being kited somewhat. Pebbles chucks him in the air. Again, trying to find those auto attack opportunities. Big Tempest out there, but canceled immediately. And now Predator Berserker going at it, but the Carnivorous just a little bit too much. Down falls Berserker. There's the GG, well played, and look at that. ZV will come through in the end, and they take the series 2-1. So a fun game indeed. I mean, we definitely had some fun back and forth right there, and you know it's good to see some good attitudes in the end coming out there.
Yeah, it was
both sides, but man, I mean.
I think I'm more mad about that than they are. Like, yeah. I actually think I'm
the whole time you're saying how, you know, they weren't pushing.
They seem like they're having a great time. I'm sitting here. I'm just like,
why?
Boiling, man.
Why?
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Can we? I need.
Okay. So he's gonna set that up real quick.
Okay. I wanted to see that fight that we were looking at, where they actually lost the Doombringer. Just one more time.
Yeah. So he'll set that up real quickly for us. But
so I
mean,
finish crying.
Again, it's. I mean, you mentioned it. Why they weren't pushing even sooner than that. A little bit questionable. They still had a decent chance. They could have taken the Kongor if it was even the Insanitarius, if not even the Carnage activate. I mean, that Kongor would have dropped so fast.
Can you not?
But okay, it sounds like we have it here. So let's actually take a quick look once again at that Kongor fight, see exactly what happened. So there's the energy field up again in the background. Berserker's charging in. There's
Jerizai. He's right next to Berserker. Ultimate's up. He has Repel on him. Does he get?
And he just gets bursted down. I mean, Predator just focus fires him, and then you see Predator healing up with the Carnivorous, does a lot of damage there, eventually dies.
Okay, but all that damage happened because Jerizai's ultimate wasn't used, and he had the time to use it, and he was standing right next to it. And
if Soul's Blessing was used right there, completely different fight. I 100% agree. As it usually is. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, but he wasn't, like, being prevented. He had Protective Charm on himself.
That was just, he just got dropped too quickly. He probably just didn't think he would get dropped that fast, and
yeah,
obviously,
yeah, like we're looking at it here. Slow down. Yeah, and obviously it was a mistake.
Scout thinking he's fine. Obviously not.
No, I know. And then it just came down to the Insanitarius not being used the entire time he was going for Kongor, where it's like, if you're going to be going for Kong and you're trying to do it in a decent amount of time, just go, you know, hard on it. And there's a bunch of little things that just added up that fight, which, they were so close to making it. You know what? It was still a great game. It was where we got to see the Doombringer strat in the first place into the Annihilation. Into the Annihilation.
We got to watch that one more time.
Let's think about the good points.
That was
let's
the
go see
sweet
that
point of that game. The Annihilation, obviously, from Berserker. In fact, here you go. So, again, this was right after got the Doombringer. They catch Predator. Predator's like, wait, how did you kill me so quickly?
And Pebbles is like, well, that's weird, but I got this. So he's like,
holy shit! He's hitting hard. He's hitting freaking hard.
And they're like, someone stop. Can you not?
Let's keep going in and see if we can still make this happen.
1, 2, 3. What's next? What's next? Luna. 1, 2, 3.
And then I like at the very end here. Scout even, he could have killed him himself, but he's like, nah, Berserker's got this. There's the Annihilation.
The full YOLO completed. And Annihilation.
Fun,
so, well.
That was fun at least. There you go.
That was awesome.
Good series. A good series to kick things off here for the Monkey King Ultimate Series.
Yep.
With that said, we need to take a short break right here. Just a very quick break, but we're going to be coming back now for what is going to be the following round. Of course, we're going to find a match here. See, obviously at this point, probably going to be jumping one into a little bit late, but we'll see what's going on. So, going to take a short break here, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. We'll have another series coming up at you here on Honcast.